Hello, 7th grade math scholars. Today you should be on ELT day 14. So we're skipping ahead a day. And for number 1, that first page, sorry I don't have the copy. So you're just going to have to make sure you're on the correct problem. For number 1, you are adding 1 plus 2 and 32 hundredths. So whenever we add with decimals, we want to line them up vertically. And so I'm adding this to 1 whole. So it goes in the ones place. Then I add a decimal and a 0 and a 0. When I add these together, I get 3 and 32 hundredths. For number 10 as well, it's subtraction, but we do it the same way. I'm going to write it vertically. Since it's 7 and 7/10 minus 2 and 6/10, I'm going to put the 7 and 7/10 on top. I'm going to add a 0 to the missing place value, and then I'm going to subtract like normal. 10 minus 7 is 3, 6 minus 6 is 0, 7 minus 6 is 5. My final difference is 5 and 3 hundredths. Now skipping over to number 11. Number 11, you're adding fractions. You should know that I can't add fractions with unlike denominators. But I do know that 2 and 5 have a common denominator of 10. Because 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and then 5, 10. Both 2 and 5 go into 10. So 2 times 5 makes 10. 1 times 5 makes 5. 5 times 2 is 10. 4 times 2 is 8. When I add them together, I get 13 tenths. When I think about 13 tenths, I know that it's the same as 10 tenths plus 3 tenths. Because 10 plus 3 is 13. I could rewrite this 10 tenths as 1 whole. So 13 tenths would be 1 and 3 tenths. For number 20, we're still adding, and we're adding with our denominators still not the same. So I'm going to think, what denominator do 7 and 8 have in common? Well, I know if I multiplied them together, I would get 56, so I'm just going to use that. And I'm just going to bring the 6 down for now and not worry about it. 7 times 8 is 56. 6 times 8 is 48. 8 times 7 is 56. 5 times 7 is 35. I'm going to add together my numerators only, and I would get 6 and 83 over 56. So, when I look at this fraction, keep in mind I already have 6 wholes, and I know that 83 over 56 is the same as 56 over 56 plus, if I were to do, let me see, 83 minus 56 plus 27 over 56. 56 over 56 is the same as 1 whole, right? I already had 6 wholes. 6 plus 1 is 7 wholes. So my answer to this problem would be, well, 6 plus 1 is 7. So it'd be 7 wholes and 27 over 56. (21) and 22 are addition and subtraction with integers. So keep in mind you can always use a number line. So I'm starting at positive 2. And I'm adding a negative 4. Which means if I'm adding negatives, I'm going to the left, because I know if I go to the left, eventually I'll get negatives. So I'm going to go to the left 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, and 4 times. So this would be 1, 0, negative 1, and negative 2. 2 plus a negative 4 is a negative 2. Now, this problem, I should also use a number line. This time I'm starting at a negative 2. So I start here, minus 4, guys. We know minus, we're making things less. So if I'm subtracting 4, I'm also going to the left. It's the same as adding 4 negatives. I'm going this way. So I'm going to go this way. 1, 2, 3, and 4. This would be negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, and I land at negative 6. So negative 2 minus 4 equals negative 6. Another way to